exclusive conversation with Gift Bestjnr. Here, we'll hold conversations on topics relating to branding, business, tech, personal development, and general life issues that will help you advance your life in a positive way and assist you in achieving measurable success at reasonable time. Each week, we'll dive into a different topic, interview an expert, and give you actionable strategies that you can implement right away. You can always catch it live every Thursday on Telegram or on YouTube at Gift Bestjnr. You can follow Gift Bestjnr on Instagram also for instant updates. And now, let's dive into the conversation.
Last week we wanted to have it on Telegram. We wanted to talk about digital footprint and how it relates to business owners, entrepreneurs in this time where everybody is creating a product. You know, we are in the digital economy. So we wanted to talk about how individuals, irrespective of the idea they have, irrespective of what product they're selling, irrespective of what idea they have, how they can actually create products that can be maximized on the internet space, how they can create products, how they can create digital footprints in this time and create products that can actually sell anytime, any day on the internet space. You know, we started off the class with so much energy. We had quite a number of people in that class, but due to certain technical issues, we were not able to complete that class. So that's why we are having the completion today on this platform. So today we're going to be talking about how to create a digital footprint and sell anything online. A digital footprint. How to create a digital footprint. The question you should be asking yourself is, what is a digital footprint? What is a digital footprint? When we talk about the whole conversation about social media, maximizing your platform, building your own platform, creating your own platform, maximizing the platforms that you're on, putting your message out there and leaving a footprint for people to be able to trace you, what exactly are we talking about when we talk about digital footprint? So that's the first thing we are going to be looking at today. Now, when we talk about digital footprint, it's also referred to as digital shadows. When we talk about it, it refers to a unique set of, we talked about this extensively last time in the Telegram channel, in the Telegram community, and we're talking about how digital shadow or digital footprint refers to one's unique set of traceable digital activities, actions, contributions, communications manifested on the internet or digital devices. You know, I was trying to share with them in the last class that when you go on the internet, when you put up comments, when you put up conversations, you put up a course, or you put up a certain content out there, you must understand that the same way every person who walks on the snow leaves a footprint is the same way you as an individual leaves a footprint on the internet space whenever you release a single content out there. Whenever you connect to the internet with your digital device, why do you think people have browse histories? People have browse histories to test or to show the areas of the internet that you've been able to navigate, that you've been able to go around. So when we talk about a digital footprint, it talks about the legacy, the content, the footprint, the tracks that you leave on the digital space, the tracks that you leave on the digital space. That is what we're talking about when we talk about digital footprint. Now, it's so amazing that when people put up content, they're having conversations thinking that, the content that they release out there, the moment they delete it, and then they are assuming that the content that they release out there just vanishes. But I tell people that the greatest mistake you can do is to put something on the internet that you don't ever want to be seen. Because the moment you put it on the internet, it is forever there. It doesn't go away. It is forever there. You can delete it on your profile, you can delete it on Telegram, you can delete on Instagram, you can delete on Facebook, but the thing is the internet never forgets. So every single person who walks the internet, who walks the space, who goes through the internet navigating one content or the other, posting one content or the other, releasing a particular message, or you are supporting or opposing a particular message, you must know and understand that the footprints that you're leaving are permanent. They are permanent. The internet never forgets. So that is why it's very important that as a business owner, someone who is looking to navigating the waters of the internet, someone who is looking to maximizing the internet for your business, for the message that you have, for the things that you want to do, as someone who is looking to do that, you must understand that consciousness or intentionality of the usage of the internet is one skill that you must master. Is one skill that you must master. It doesn't matter what you are supporting currently, because it's very true that people outgrow their beliefs, people outgrow their ideology, right? So whatever you're doing, you must be very intentional about it. The things you don't want to come back to haunt you, you must be very careful that you don't put it on the internet, because they will always have a way to come back to haunt you. The cause that you assume you will not support for a long time or forever, you must make sure that those things are not left on the internet, because they will come back to haunt you. So you must understand that a digital footprint is permanent. That's the first thing you must understand. A digital footprint is permanent. All right, but before we really go into talking about how you can use a digital footprint and your digital footprint to maximize your business, to maximize the services that you're offering, the things that you're doing on the internet, or the service, the message that you have to share through the world. Maybe it's a podcast you're doing, maybe it's a book you're launching, or maybe something you just want to do. You must understand there are two categories of a digital footprint. There are two categories that I really talked about this a couple of days ago, but I'm just going to point it out here again, that we have the passive footprint and we have the active footprint. We have the passive footprint and we have the active footprint. When we talk about the passive footprint, we're talking about people who just navigate the internet maybe on an occasional basis. They are so passive about the usage of the internet. They don't interact so much with people in the internet space. They don't even post content. Most of these people, they don't even have a profile picture on their Facebook account. They don't even have a profile picture on their Instagram, on the different platforms that they are on. So they just come there maybe once in a while to check for information, or to just navigate, see how their friends are doing, or connect with a few people, but they are not actively involved in using the platform for any business. They are not even actively involved daily on the platform, right? So that is the kind of people who leave a passive footprint on the internet, which means that the kind of footprints that they leave can actually be quantified. It can be quantified. You can measure it, right? But then we have the people who are active users of the internet, people who use the internet on a daily basis, like you and myself. These are people that are considered to be active footprint users or footprint leavers of the internet, because they are actively involved. You have a track on the internet space. If I can be able to hack your system, I can have a whole lot of history or a whole lot of browse histories that you already had over time. So you must understand that, and then you must understand how that relates with where the conversation is heading to today. So we're getting to the crux of the matter, and it is, the first thing is, who can sell anything online? Who can sell anything online? Who can sell anything online? Remember, we're talking about how you can maximize the internet or your digital footprint to sell anything on the internet. How you can maximize your footprint, your digital footprint, to sell anything on the internet. Now, the first thing I like to tell people is this, that no matter what you're selling, no matter the message you're trying to get out to the world, no matter the content that you have, no matter the product that you have, it doesn't even matter what you're selling. It could be, what's the most common thing anyone could sell? It could be grass, right? I don't know if anybody sells grass, but if it's grass you're selling, if it's shoes, no, shoes is a very common thing people sell online. If it's sand, yes, let's say you're selling sand that we sound the floor, sound on the floor, right? So if you're selling sand, you can actually project it. You can actually sell it on the internet. Why? Because anybody can actually package a product that is tangible, can package a product that people have, and can actually sell it on the internet, right? Anybody can do that. Just give me a moment. I think okay, just give me a moment. I don't know, I'm getting something here. Maybe I need to disable this. Okay, I think. All right. So anyone can actually sell anything on the internet as long as you know the strategies that you can use, the skills that are needed to sell products on the internet. Anyone can actually sell anything online. I love these statistics. This is a statistics about the users of the internet. This was released by Obello firm that released a track record or a statistics of people who use the internet from 2012 to 2021, right? Which is a 10 years interval, right? Now, when people talk about selling products on the internet, most people look at it that, is it compulsory I come to the internet to sell a product? Can't I just sell my product in my neighborhood? Can't I just sell my product physically? Can't I just sell my product where I am, all right? Now, but the first thing you must understand is, or the first question you should ask yourself is, how many people do you have a daily physical contact with? How many people do you have on your streets? How many people do you have in your environment? How many people do you have in your state? How many people do you have in your country? Now, when you measure that amount of people that you have in your state, you have in your street, that your business can easily be exposed to physically, then you measure the amount of people who are active users of the internet, who can be potential buyers of the product that you're trying to sell. When you measure it and try to find a connection between the people in your street and the people on the internet, the people who use the internet, who've built a footprint on the internet over a certain range of time. When you consider that and you take a measure, you take the statistics, you will find out that the people that you get to interact with on a daily basis are most likely 10% compared to the amount of people that you can actually expose your business to on the internet. So you must understand, for instance, if you look at this, in 2012, it was estimated that over 2.08 billion people are active users of the internet, right? 2.8, okay, let me just show this so you see it. Right. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, in 2012, it was estimated that 2.08 billion people are active users of the internet, right? But in 2013, it was estimated that it's 2.33, 2.48 in 2014, all the way to 2021, where we have over 4.66 billion people actively using the internet on a daily basis, right? Now, imagine, for instance, Facebook only is estimated to have over 2 billion people who use Facebook, who are active users of Facebook, right? Instagram estimated within that range also. But the point is, no single person has 2.3 billion people in their street, right? As a matter of fact, China, that is estimated to be the largest country in the world, has barely that amount, that number of people in China. Right now, no matter what you sell in China, you will never be able to expose your product to the entire population of China, which is just a fraction of the world population, and which is just a fraction of the internet, of the population of the internet users. So no matter what you sell, no matter the strategy you use, no matter the advertising strategy that you use, no matter the person you employ to handle your branding, your strategy, and all of that, you will never be able to expose your product to 2.03 billion people in China. How many people do we have there? So you will never be able to do that. But on the internet, you have limitless ability, limitless access to expose your product, to expose what you're selling to a whole lot of people, right? To over 4 billion people, as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know how to maximize the different tools, the different strategies that people use to produce or to maximize or to market their products on the internet. So you must understand that the reason is very important that you leave a footprint on the internet, or you look forward to creating a permanent and an influential footprint or legacy or brand, as you may have it, on the internet, is because you have the chances of using your product to reach more people than you would ever if you were selling your product physically, right? So that's one thing you must understand. The internet has become the largest market. I wrote this down for you, that I think I kept my water somewhere. Okay. All right. So we said that the internet has become the largest marketplace. It is no longer a question of should you sell online, but how can you sell online? The question you should be asking yourself at this point in time is, whatever you're selling, the product you have, the business you're trying to brand, the things that you're selling, the message that you have, the content that you have, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a content, a text that you write, or you're able to create content to service a particular range of people, or in your local community, the question you should be asking yourself now is, how can I position myself to sell my product on the internet? How can I position myself to reach over 4.6, to reach a fraction? You may not be able to reach all this number, you may not be able to reach everybody that is on the internet, but the question you should be asking yourself is, how can I position myself? How can I create a footprint that reaches this a fraction of a sizable fraction of this number of people that use the internet on a daily basis? That's the question you should be asking yourself. It's not a question of should I sell online. The question should be, how can I sell online? How can I sell my digital product? How can I bring the things that I have, the message that I have, the content that I create, how can I bring it to the internet space, to the active billion users of the internet? So now the next thing we want to look at is, what can you sell online? Now, we have a lot of things. People can sell online. People sell online. But the question you must ask yourself is, what you're selling, because, there's a wrong way people, I said this in a previous class, that there's a wrong way people there's a wrong way people create a brand on the internet. Most times people look at, people try to create a product that they love, a product that they assume that it will be able to service the needs of people. They just assume naturally that, okay, I want to create this product. People should buy this product because it's a nice product. And I want to create this product to service this kind of people, this particular range of people. So that's what people do. And then when they come up with the number of people or the range of people they want to service, the next thing they do is to create that product, right? In their head, they formed a figure that, okay, 100 people in Nigeria would be able, at least 100 people in Nigeria would be able to buy this product when I create it. Christmas is coming. So someone comes to himself in his senses and says, okay, I want to create a souvenir product, right, for Christmas season for people, right? So that's the first thing they think about. Now, the next thing they do is they create a logo. The next thing they do is they open an Instagram handle, open a Facebook page, and then they start branding the business, right? And at the end of the day, they produce a product and they try getting to or try finding people, try marketing to people so they will be able to sell the product. That is a wrong way of starting a business. For you to start a business on the internet space, a business that must thrive, a business that must be able to sell out, a business that you can actually profit from, the first thing you need to do, now I'm going to go back to talking about what you can sell online, but I just want to create this foundation for you if you've never heard me speak about this before. The first thing you need to understand, ask yourself, is what are the problems that people are willing to pay for? There are a lot of problems out there, but people are not willing to pay for that problem, right? But you must ask yourself, what are the problems that people have? And they are willing to pay for the solution to that problem. When you begin to ask yourself that question, then you will be able to identify some of the problems that people have, and they are ready to pay for the solution of that problem, to pay anyone to solve that problem for them. So when you ask yourself that question and you understand the problems that people have that they are willing to pay for to exchange their money for the value that the solution offers them, when you understand that, the next thing you will ask yourself is, what kind of people would be able to pay for this product? What kind of people want to purchase this product? Is this product going to be for kids? Is this product going to be for adults? Is this product going to be for people in Nigeria? Is this product going to be for people in the United States? Is this product going to be for people that are aged, people who are diabetics, people who are... You must understand that. Then when you understand that, before you even think of creating a strategy around the idea, so the next thing you're thinking about is, okay, what can I create to solve this problem for them? Because we can solve the same problem, but we can have different strategies of solving that problem. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what can I create to solve this problem for them? What can I create to solve this problem for them? Now, it could be your strategy could be creating a digital ebook. Your strategy could be creating physical product that can be sold, can be marketed online and then transported physically to them wherever they are. So the question you should be asking yourself is, what can I produce to solve the problems of these people? That's the next thing. So that's the right way of going around building a thriving business on the internet. You don't start with people. You don't start with a product. You start with a problem. Now, the moment you've realized the problem, the moment you found out a problem that people are willing to pay for, you found out the problem that people are willing to pay for, you find out the people who are willing to pay for that problem, and then you understand that this is where these people are, and I can actually sell this product, market this product to them, and they will be willing and ready to exchange their money for the value that this product creates for them. Then you're ready to actually go into selling it. So that's a whole lot of things that we are talking about. Now let's talk about what can you sell online. What are the range of things that you can sell online to people? What are the range of things that you can sell on the internet space to people so they can be able to pay you or pay you for that product? All right, so that's the next thing we are going to be talking about now. All right, so what can you sell online, right? So that's the first thing is, you can sell physical products, right? You can sell wares, you can sell food, you can sell accessories, you can sell shoes, you can sell clothes, you can sell water, you can sell a lot of things. Physical products, people are willing to pay for that. All right, you can sell physical product to people. Just understand that the product you're selling must first of all align with your personality. For instance, let's say you're someone who is an introvert. You can't decide to be an influencer because you're an introvert, right? You can't face the camera, you can't speak to people, you can't really put out your face there. You must understand that then there is certain kind of product that you can actually sell if you are that kind of person. Right? If you're someone who likes food so much, you can even decide to be a food vlogger, right? Which means you could actually advertise food, advertise restaurant products, right? And you get paid for that. So depending on what your passion are, depending on what your skills are, depending on what your personality is, that is what determines what you are able to sell on the internet, what you can actually put your time, your energy, your resources to sell on the internet. Now the question you should be asking yourself is, how can I sell on the internet? How can I sell on the internet? Now we've already said that the internet is the largest community, the largest market that anybody can actually sell any product on today, right? But the question you should ask yourself is, how can I get to sell on the internet, right? We have a lot of people who put up advertisement of how they made 7 figures, how they made 6 figures, how they made 7 figures selling products on the internet. The question you should be asking is really not, is this true or is this not true? Right? The question you should be asking is, how do they do it? How can I position myself to sell products on the internet where I get to create a huge customer database, or I get to build an audience, a following on the internet that I can actually market the product that I want to sell effectively and with ease. So the question is, how can you sell on the internet? So I'm going to be talking about that briefly, and I have quite a number of points that we are going to be looking at. Number one is you must first of all identify. Okay, just a moment. Let me adjust this so you can see that clearly. So the first thing you must do is you must identify your purpose online. Why are you on the internet? Are you on the internet to consume? Are you on the internet to produce? What are you doing on the internet? I tell people that. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me take a sip of water. All right. So the first thing is to identify your purpose on the internet. Why are you on the internet? Are you here to socialize with people? Are you here to sell a product? Are you here to sell a market? Are you here to watch other people's stuff? Are you here to gain certain ideas so that allows you to create? Because not everybody on the internet actually comes to the internet to actually sell a product. Because when you identify your purpose on the internet, it helps you to create an intentional footprint. When you identify your purpose on the internet, it helps you to create an intentional footprint that you can actually brand into a product, that you can actually brand into a marketing strategy, right? So you must understand your reason for being on the internet, your purpose on the internet. That's the first thing that you must take note of. Number two is you must have a clear niche mapping strategy. You must have a clear niche mapping strategy. What does it mean to have a clear niche mapping strategy? What it means is when you create a product, the first thing, we actually said before that the first thing you do when you're creating a digital product or when you're creating a product on the internet, the first thing you do is not to create a product and look out for people who would pay you for that product. The first thing you do is to understand the people that have the problem, the people that are willing to pay you for a solution to their problems, the people that are willing to exchange their money for the value that you're ready to offer them. You must understand that. That is a niche, right? Then you must understand what strategy you want to use to solve the problems that you want to solve for those people. You must understand that. So then you must have a clear niche mapping. Which area do you want to go into? Do you want to go into branding? Do you want to go into graphics? Do you want to go into speaking? Do you want to go into podcasting? Do you want to go into creating content for people to consume? So you must pick a niche before you even create a product. Number one, you must pick a problem. Number two, you must pick a niche. Number three, you must pick a strategy. You must pick a niche, you must pick a problem, you must pick a niche, and then you must pick a strategy. I'm going to repeat that again for you. The first three things you need to do before creating a digital product is you must first of all pick a problem you want to solve on the internet, right? Number two, you must pick a niche. You must pick a category of people, a category of a business line, a category of niche that you want to create the product to solve the problem in. Right? Then number three, you must create an intentional strategy that you can use to market the product that you create on the internet. So number two is niche mapping. Number three is studying the niche, its strengths and its rules. Now the reason this point is actually important for you is because every single niche has different kind of content that is used for advertising on that niche. Every niche have a specific strategy that is used to promote products, that is used to sell products, that is used to advertise in that particular niche. There's a certain kind of thing that actually trends in that niche. There's a certain kind of thing that the people in that niche are willing to buy. The audience in that niche, they want to buy. It's not everything that you create that they can actually buy. So the first thing you must understand is you must study the niche. Okay, this niche that I've picked, what are the things that sell in this niche? What are the, if you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a podcaster, you must ask yourself, what kind of podcasts are aligns with my vision, and what kind of content are people listening to in that niche? So you must study it, you must study the trends, you must study the rules and everything that relates to that brand. You must study it, to that niche. You must study. Number 4 is you must identify a problem in the niche you want to solve. Now, I've actually listed this out before, but you must identify a problem in that niche that you want to solve. You must identify the problem. When you identify the problem, then you can come up with a strategy. You can come up with a solution that actually solves that problem and exchange it for the money that people are willing to offer for the value that they get from using your product or from receiving the solutions that you offer. Need our audience mapping. We already talked about that. You have to specify what kind of audience you want to sell to. Now, if you decide to pick the niche as fashion, right? You decide that fashion is the niche that you want to go into. You must understand that we have different categories of fashion. We have fashion for kids, we have fashion for young people, we have fashion for old people, we have fashion for athletes, we have fashion for musicians, we have fashion for a whole range of people, male and female. So you must understand the need, the audience that you want to sell your product to, the product you are creating. What kind of people does it appeal to the most? If you're creating a podcast, you must ask yourself, okay, this podcast I'm creating, is it a financial podcast? Is it a personal development podcast? Is it a family parenting podcast? What kind of people are actually the audience that my product, my service, my podcast, whatever product you're creating, what kind of people is it actually meant for? So you must understand that, ask yourself those questions. Audience mapping, when you have a clear knowledge of that, then you can move into branding yourself. A lot of people make this mistake so much on the internet. Before they even put up a niche, before they even understand the niche they want to go into, they oftentimes start branding themselves before they even answer the question of the problems, before they answer the question of the niche, before they answer the question of the audience. So you must understand this, that the first thing you must do is not to brand yourself. I see a lot of people make the mistake online. I've been able to have conversation with clients that they just started out branding themselves, then before they even realize that the problem they want to solve is not the problem that people want to pay for. The problem they want to solve is not the problem that people want to pay for. So you must understand that the problem you want to solve is a problem that people are willing to pay for. Right? When you understand that, then you can move into answering the question of your niche, answering the question of the niche, answering the question of studying the niche, the trends and the rules, identifying a problem in the niche that you want to solve, and then you have a clear definition of your audience that you want to sell the product to or you want to sell to. So you understand that. Then before you go into branding yourself in that industry, brand yourself, your logos, now I have a certain class where I talked about what branding is. A logo is definitely not what a brand is, all right? But that's a whole different topic where we get to talk about branding and all of that. So you get to brand yourself. Number 7 is when you have branded yourself, the next thing you need to do is you need to offer value. People equate their money to their life. So people are not eager to part with their money, but people are eager to part with their money for something that gives them value. So you must understand the value that you're ready to offer people. Then you create confidence, you create integrity, you create character that is required to sell on the internet. What is confidence? Being able to write, being able to speak, being able to face the camera, being able to actually sell to people, being able to demonstrate or project what you have, the ideas that you have, the product that you want to sell, being able to project it to people. You must be able to sell yourself. And you need a certain level of confidence to be able to do that. So you must offer value, you must have a clear self-confidence, and then you must create integrity. People must know you for a quality product. People must not know you for fake or cheap products that doesn't offer real value. So people must know you for certain characters that will actually allow you to sell effect, not just sell to your customers, but will allow your customers to be able to refer you to other people within their circle. So you must be able to do that. Then number 8, you must create a sales lead. You must create a sales lead. Now there's one problem or one thing that I see people doing every time on the internet. People create a product and then they put it on the internet and they just put it there, right? You say, hi, I just launched the book. This is the book. Click the link in bio to get a copy of the book. That is not how you sell a product on the internet. You must be able to, I tell people that one of the easiest way to sell on the internet is to sell your product through storytelling. Because people want to listen to story. People want to have a flow of the process. So you must be able to create a sales lead. A lead that allows you a pattern that allows you to gather the people that you want to sell to. Imagine what the guy who sells the cassette, the CDs on the street does. First thing he does is he's able to get a speaker where he's playing a particular music, and he gets to get people's attention before he actually sells the product he wants to sell. So the first thing you must do is you must get people's attention. You must be able to create a visibility. People must see you. They must see the product that you're selling. They must follow through the process that of creating that product. They must feel that they belong to that process, right? That they are part of that process. When you have created a sales lead, you become visible, then you can advertise your product. You can use all the strategies, the Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, Google ads, and all of that. You can use all of that to advertise your product. Then the 8th thing you must do is to simplify. This is actually the 9th. Is to simplify the process of buying from you. One of the challenges most people face on the internet that allows them not to be able to actually sell the product that they need to sell effectively is the process of getting their product is so complicated. Now you want to sell a product to me, you tell me to read a whole lot of stuff, you tell me to sign up, and then later I will get the product on my email. Now that is one way that people get to lose some of the audience that comes to buy their product. You must simplify the process. You must allow people to buy your product on a single page. So that means when you put up the content, you must put, if people need to subscribe to get the product, everything must be on a single page. You must be able to simplify the truth is people are lazy. People don't want to go through a whole lot of process to get something from you. So you must simplify that process of getting a product from you for people. You must simplify the process of buying from you. Number 9, which is actually number 10, is you must build a list. You need to sell again. So you must learn to build a list of the people who buy from you, which means you must learn to create new customers, you must learn to retain new customers, and you must learn to service old customers, right? So you must create a list of a database of all your clients, the people you've sold to in the past, the people who contact you for a new purchase, and the people that you used to sell to in the past, the people you just get to come buy from you new, the people who you service in the past. You must create a list of that, and that will allow you to be able to sell again. Then number 10 is you must sell the product. What is the use of creating a good product when nobody is seeing the product, nobody is buying the product, you are not even able to communicate the product to people effectively? So you must understand that for you to effectively sell, you must sell, right? How do you sell? All the strategies that we've listed, you must first of all identify your purpose online. You must then identify a niche. You must then study the niche, the trend, and the rules. Then you must identify a problem in the niche that you want to solve. Then you must identify the audience that you want to sell your products to. Then you must brand yourself. You must brand yourself effectively. Then you offer value, confidence, integrity, and every other character that is required to sell a product on the internet. Then you create a sales lead. Use story to sell your product. Then you must simplify the process of buying from you. Then you must build a list. You need to sell again. Then number 10 is you must sell. I don't know if you've gotten value from this class. So we're going to be rounding up here, and I like to take questions if you have any questions coming up here. So okay, All right, so we've talked about how to sell your product online, and could you just give me a moment. Okay, so we've talked about that, and we're going to be rounding this off now. So just let me know your comment, your questions, whatever thing you have in the comments, whatever questions that you have, let me know. Right, we're going to be ending this now. So guys, thank you so much for joining the conversation today. I apologize for the little break earlier. We just had a little glitch in the settings of the streaming, so I just want to apologize for that. But we're going to be having this again on Thursday next week, and I'm looking forward to having a guest here where we can talk about a conversation on finance, how you can make more money, you can multiply your income on the internet. So but don't forget to click the subscribe button. Just subscribe and turn on notifications, so when we go live you can receive the prompt notification. And if you've not joined our Telegram channel, the link is there. You just click the link in the comments and you'll be able to be a part of our Telegram community. So I want to say thank you so much for joining in today's class, and we're going to be having this again next week. Thank you so much.
Junior, here with all conversations on topic relating to branding, business, tech, personal development, and general life issues that would help you advance your life in a positive way and assist you in achieving measurable success at reasonable time. Each week, we dive into a different topic, interview an expert, and give you actionable strategies that you can implement right away. You can always catch us live every Thursday on Telegram or on YouTube at Gift Bestjnr. You can follow Gift Bestjnr on Instagram also for instant updates.